It's getting serious on this track, fam.
1Team Media.
We showed you what the GOAT was last year when we beat y'all 50-7.
Let's go! 1 team!
Relax, big boy.
Team One Podcast?
One Team, One Podcast?
Yeah, they did a good job.
Really good job.
Yeah. Why is he so fat?
One Team One Podcast. One Team One Podcast.
There we are. Oh my God. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I am all disheveled. Is that a word?
Yeah, no, it is. It's
Oh my God. Okay.
disheveled. It's a great
let's
word
just get
to
this.
describe the weekend.
Let's just get this shit show on the way, okay?
Yeah.
Sam's in the chat already, pissing me off. Guys, please do me a favor. We're not on Twitter for some reason. Can y'all like and share? For Christ's sakes, like and share so the people can hear about coaching searches.
Yes.
Because that's what everybody wants to talk about.
Yes. Tell your friends. Tell
yes.
your friends come in.
Please, for real, like and share if you can. We would appreciate that. Apparently, we're only on Facebook right now. Twitter's acting like a damn fool.
We're not on. Oh, we're on YouTube. We're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube now?
Yeah, Sam. That's where Sam's watching.
Sam's on YouTube. Okay, perfect. All right.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to give a shout out to our peeps on Twitter to tell them to move over to Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, wait a minute.
Now you're seeing it now.
We
Whatever. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on.
We were on YouTube, and then it got booted off.
So, no telling.
Oh,
No
well.
telling. We probably got a strike.
Everybody get
It looks like it's saying that we're online on Twitter.
Oh man.
I don't know what's going on. All right. So anyway, let's get the show on the road. I know you guys want to talk about coaching searches, and we're going to do a lot of that. But first we're going to talk about the game. Anything in the chat y'all want to talk about, I'm fucking open season. Okay? So, Garrett, appreciate you coming in. Garrett, let everybody know, because I know you were asking on Twitter. We're not on Twitter for some reason, so let them know.
Or YouTube.
Yeah, whatever. So just like and share if you can. All right, so I see Chris has already got a that's a good one. Chris has got a great question in the chat already. Is Jake Peets running the Twitter side of the stream? Probably. Probably. No Durante slander either.
No.
So, all right.
Get that shit out of here.
Let's talk about the Auburn game. We were both there. We had fantastic seats. We had a fantastic day. Everything was great. We were talking trash like champs.
Oh, man, we were killing it on trash.
Oh, my God. These guys, they never turned around, these two guys.
And
the entire game, they never turned around.
Before they had the opportunity to.
Well, no. They turned around. They turned around a good bit in the fourth quarter. All of a sudden,
I was looking at that other
chapping.
guy.
They started chatting.
There's that other guy in front of us who kept trying to give me $5 bets on everything.
Oh, yeah, this guy only bet $5 on everything.
I swear, every time I took the $5 bet, I lost.
I was like, I only do minimums of 100, guy. So.
Well, the first one we did was on Auburn. He said Auburn's going to score a touchdown on this drive.
Yeah.
He said, I'll bet you $5. I said, I'll take that.
So,
and then that was the one where Bo Nix has the crazy scramble and just barely gets it off.
Oh, my God.
He had already given me the $5 before that.
Bo Nix was like Johnny Manziel reincarnated last night. It's just driving me crazy.
Yeah, all right, let's start with that. Let's talk about the pass rush, because that was...
I thought our pass rush was fantastic.
I thought our pass rush was really good.
We just couldn't get home.
Yeah, just couldn't. Well, we could get home. We just couldn't finish the play.
The play that we're talking about, where I forget the tight end's name. It should be embedded in my mind at this point because we saw him all damn night. But streaking across after the play was going through, you know who gets beat, right? And we had talked about it. It was for a period of time. I still don't know exactly. I didn't read into it, but I'm sure Ricks had an injury of some sort. Wasn't on the field for a good bit of time. It was Evans. Evans lost him in coverage on the scramble, which happens. But at one point, I looked over at you and I was like, why the hell is Evans in the game? And you saw McLaughlin was on one side and Evans on the other side. Ricks was gone for a couple of series. That was one of them.
Right. And on that play, obviously you would like for your corner to not lose a tight end.
Right.
But when you have to, literally, Bo Nix created 12 seconds of time.
Yeah.
And you just can't cover people for that long.
No. And I get that.
And it was just a fucking awesome play by Bo Nix. You have to kind of give him some credit.
Yeah, honestly. And Sam is it's Auburn Sam. He's our producer on the show. Auburn Sam is probably in the chat right now. I don't know if he is or not. But if he is in the chat, this has got to be one of Bo Nix's best games I've ever seen him play. And I get that we're talking about LSU and our defensive issues and things like that, but the scrambling ability was, to me, it was off the charts. We have really good pass rushers. We were able to get to him and get him out of the pocket. The problem was when he got out of the pocket, he turned into a Superman, which is I'd never seen that happen before. I'm thinking, okay, I watched a lot of that Georgia State game last week, and I didn't see that out of him. What happened? I'm sure this whole week with the TJ Finley talk probably gave him a lot of juice, I guess you would say. But anyway, it was a shit game. Obviously, we should have won the game, in my opinion. When we were kicking the field goals early in the game, we were both looking at each other like we just gave up 4 points. Because we kicked a field goal when we should have scored 7.
So for some reason, I never felt in the first half like that was going to come back to bite us. And now thinking about it, that was pretty stupid.
No, I remember when we kicked the first field goal, it should have been 14-0.
Yeah,
and it was 10-0, and you were like,
the whole time I was like, yeah, no, I did say that it should be
points.
24-7 right now. I said something like that.
At one point, it should have been 27-10.
Yeah. But I still just felt like, we're going to win. I just felt like the defense was going to hold, and then eventually, fourth quarter comes around, and you can't just be chasing Bo Nix around all day.
Right.
And, the offense, I think, had a total time of possession of 5 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Tony's in the chat. Defense was exhausted. Yeah. Completely agree. At the very end of that game, what was 27? Number 27, the running back came in. he just started plowing us
Dude,
over.
he had 6. I mean, he only had 6 carries. For
I know.
But for like 7
It was
yards.
it was like that end drive. It was almost like he's the closer, that bringing in a fresh back.
Yep.
And he just,
dude, I mean, we completely stopped. I mean, Tank couldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
He had, I think the stat line was 9 carries for 27 yards.
Right.
I mean, that's the best running back in college football, most people say.
Yeah.
Or, well, I guess Bijan Robinson, but
yeah, the SEC possibly.
Yeah, definitely in the SEC, I would say. Although the Alabama kid's pretty good too.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I thought I was very happy with the defense, and if you take out those last 2 drives when they're just completely exhausted. I mean, when you have an offense, I can't remember who tweeted it today, but it was the stat was in the fourth quarter when we had the lead, we didn't run the ball one time.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't run the ball until we lost it. That's when we started running the ball, which is beyond frustrating. But I think that they showed it like here were all our drives: pass, 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 punt,
Mm-hmm.
pass, 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 punt, pass, 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 punt. It's just such a I don't know. It's like, how are we passing so much and we're so vanilla?
Right.
At the same time.
Chris in the chat, the amount of public comments for players about their poor conditioning and preparation is fucking insane, by the way. Absolutely.
Are they still saying that?
Simone Clark said something, and I saw Will Blackwell call him out on Twitter.
What did he say? What was the quote?
Like, we were tired. And I know. I don't
see, like, I don't want to get on a guy like Damone because I thought Damone played a fucking hell of a game.
I thought he played really well.
There was one play, specifically the Hunter kid. He was about to break off for a big run. Damone comes and fucking chases his ass down. I mean, he looked faster than him.
Right.
Play.
And I think a lot of people are.
I thought Damone showed a lot of heart last night.
I think because of Bo Nix and what happened last night, a lot of people were questioning the defense.
Yeah.
When really, I think everybody really understands we need to be questioning the offense, right? Like, we're not producing enough points on offense, and we got conservative. Our play calling was shit, like the whole game. It was just not a good game, and honestly, we're running into a steamroller in Lexington next week. So let's get to a couple more. And all right, Cocky Sundays. We typically do this during the day. Jack went to the Saints game today, which was not.
I'm surprised
we've had a bad fucking day.
I'm shocked.
This is a bad couple of fucking days.
Yeah. Two games in a row where you start the fourth quarter.
And guys,
with a two possession lead.
And
lose.
It's my birthday today.
Yeah.
So we just had family over. We had some cake. Now we're doing a podcast. So I was like, everybody clear out. We got to do Cocky Sundays because people are hitting us up. So we're rocking and rolling this weekend, even though this was a shit weekend. Trade.
It wasn't a shit weekend though. Like, I mean,
we had a fun time.
Sports wise, none of our teams won and all that.
It's about to get ugly. And we're going to talk about that. I
still had a really good time.
Trey Mitchell in the chat, we need to get some new shirts. Still have the White House Get the Gat. So I got a cease and desist on that Get the Gat t-shirt. So we're not going to be doing that one anymore. But Besh, I'm from Louisiana. We still have some of those. We're going to be pumping those out again this week. So we'll hit up everybody on the socials for that. Okay. Let's just get it. I would love to know why the things that work, why does O shy away from that? For example, Kiner is the featured running back. Why is he not starting? O is the problem. In my opinion, this is loyalty to TDP.
I don't even think it's that anymore. I think they split time yesterday. So
we only had like 6 carries.
Yeah,
Kiner 5 or something like that.
Kiner had 5, TDP had 5.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, no, and then Goodwin had 2. We gave our top 3 running backs had 12 carries combined.
Okay.
Well, you're not fucking running the ball.
Yeah, and I don't mind throwing. There was a couple of little bubbles I saw that like Brian Thomas. There was something like Keyshawn Butte, and I consider those running plays.
Sure.
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the ball on the outside of their space. There was one great run that it was a great run play with TDP last night. It was almost like an outside sweep. And if you remember, I hadn't seen this all year. Liam Shanahan even pulled out. There was 2 pulling. It was a guard and the center both pulled out on the outside, off tackle, and it was a beautiful run.
Yeah, right.
And that's what you have to do if your offensive line sucks up the middle. Like, you're going to have to go on the outside. Yeah. This is 101 kind of stuff. Okay. For Pete's sakes, run the ball. Just Sam just all over for Pete's big stuff. This Kentucky game.
You're better than that, Sam.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
you're not giving yourself enough credit.
Right, you're a funny guy, but don't do that.
Yes. All right. So, Kojo. He is on the hot seat. It is hotter than hot. It is burning, burning, burning. I've been getting text messages all day long, and if I could tell y'all who I get text messages from about certain things, I think y'all would have a good time with that. Sam Warren's back in the chat on the Facebook. My YouTube is not working for some reason. Kojo's in trouble.
I did just tell everybody on Twitter to come over to Facebook.
Okay, good. Kojo's in trouble. I think everybody knows that. I think apparently overnight, Tiger droppings got lit. Went off the chain. Went off the chain.
The scoreboard is just a great board.
And people started posting stuff. Information. And some video. Apparently a video surfaced. I've now seen a picture of a girl.
Rather attractive.
Yeah. A rather attractive female. I now know her name. I didn't search for any of this information. And
shout out to Coach O.
Yeah. I don't know. Look, all I can tell you is this: if this is all true, this is it's cause. It's cause. And it's not good. I had heard some whispers that Scott Wilbur was already looking for something and may have found something, and it's basically in his desk drawer waiting to be pulled out, and it's going to move that buyout that's $21 million down to, I would heard 8 possibly, if not more, but almost say, hey, look, I got this on you. Do you want to just say we mutually agree to part ways? And of course he would, instead of trying to turn this into a circus negotiation kind of thing, or like a suing LSU. I don't think he's going to do that. This isn't a really good situation at all. And my questions is how long do you even let this happen? When do you just go ahead and pull the trigger? And I tweeted that out last night because immediately after the game, I'm emotionally charged, right? And I said, or when do you pull the trigger and just fire Coach O? Thinking about it now, I would like to give him at least one more game, but at the same time,
I'm worried about giving him another game because
I'm
worried that we win and then he has to stay.
Yeah, we're stuck, almost like a Les Miles situation.
Exactly.
But I know we're not stuck. Here's the thing: Coach O's gone. I'll just say that right out. He's gone. If it's not this week, it's at the end of the year. Whatever you want to call it, he's gone. That's happening. It is true. It's happening. The wheels are in motion. That's already done. My question is when it's going to happen. People were talking about interims today. Obviously, to me, the interim is, if it ever is going to be an interim, it's going to be Corey Raymond. He's been on the staff longer than anybody. Lon's the source. Yeah. He's all my sources right there, Lon. So the question, I saw somebody post that earlier about cause. Yes,
it's cause.
They would have cause. I don't think they're going to say, hey, we're firing him with cause. I think they're going to figure out a way to say this politically correctly, or whatever, PR 101 kind of situation where it is a mutually parting ways without having to get into the dirty.
If both sides are going to say like, I don't want to get ugly here.
Right. Yeah. I can tell you. All right. So I know a lot of people want to talk about coaches.
Although who knows? Maybe Coach O will win. The way he's been handling things, you never know.
2 coaches that I've heard, one coach for sure, 100%, for the last 2 weeks. It's Lane Kiffin. Right? The other coach that I started hearing about was Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien, the offensive coordinator at Alabama, who was the head coach of the Texans, and apparently Woody and Bill O'Brien know each other from like some Houston areas whenever he was with Texas A&M. Those are 2 names that I know Scott Woodward is interested in. I can tell you that Lane Kiffin is way up on his list. And everybody that has something to say about that, this guy, we were actually just talking about this at dinner tonight. Like, The question I think is, okay, you just went from Les Miles, who's got his own set of issues behind the scenes.
Sure.
Ed Ogeron's got his own set of issues behind the scenes, and we're going to bring in Joey Freshwater, Lane Kiffin to come in here. Is that a good fit? I would think that they're going to do their due diligence on that, but I think the most appealing thing for like a Scott Woodward about a Lane Kiffin is the PR around Lane Kiffin right now. He is a media darling. Probably sans the whole throw in the headset yesterday. If you saw that interview, but he threw the headset after the interview. It was weird.
I did not see that.
Get your popcorn ready, and he throws the headset, and it was just like a big deal. But anyway, people like gravitate around Lane Kiffin. He's exciting. He obviously has a great offense, but he also, I think, can bring in recruits, and they're not going to fall. I think they may be concerned about, okay, if you let Coach O go, who are we losing? Are we going to have a bad turnaround as far as recruiting?
Wise?
Yes.
No, I think we're good.
Well, if you bring in Lane Kiffin, to me, it's like, okay, how exciting is that, right?
Yeah.
I heard Lane Kiffin all this week talking about Alabama, and he was saying over and over and over. He said this multiple interviews. Man, Alabama, they just have the best players in the country. I don't know what we're going to be able to do. They have the best players in the country, and he said it over and over and over. And I kept thinking, okay, he wants to be at a big school.
Yeah.
He wants to be at a big school where he can get the best players in the country, because they're not going to get him at Ole Miss. They're just not. He's going to have to be quirky on offense, all that kind of stuff, but he could build a monster here.
Good.
Okay, so
I think Sam asked a great question.
Okay, does Coach O still pull if he gets fired? Seems like his biggest concern right now.
Yeah, I mean, like, let's think about it for a second.
Wait. What's the question again?
Does he still get laid 24/7 like he is right now?
I think he does. Yeah.
He gets fired. You think so?
I think he does. I think there's I can't say what I was about to say. I mean, I'm going to get in trouble this offseason.
I don't think he does if he gets fired. I think he's pretty much just using this to, this is like his.
This is retirement.
This is his selling point.
I mean,
I am the head coach of LSU, and it's working very well.
Is he on
he's
HGH
cleaning up from everything we've seen. He's cleaning up.
Is he on HGH?
He's on something.
Like, what the fuck is going on with Coach O?
Yeah.
Like, get your shit together.
I don't know.
You're like, this is $100 million business that you're running into the ground. And we were going to go to Kentucky. We were talking about going to Kentucky. You may still be going, huh?
I already have the fucking tickets. So.
Man,
I bought them before the damn season started.
I mean, I'd like to go to the bourbon tours and all that, but man,
yeah, I mean that's pretty much the reason I'm going at this point.
We could still win the game.
I
think we've got the talent.
We don't have to get into the game right now. But
no, I don't really care to get into the game yet.
The line's at 3.5. I think that's 3.5. Kentucky's right. I think that's a pretty damn solid line. By the way, the total is 52. That is
under.
Two offenses that are bad. Two bad offenses.
Yeah.
Like to be slow.
And Kentucky's got a really good defense.
Well, LSU likes to be fast, but they're not fast.
No. We're going to go warp, and then we don't do it.
Let's talk about warp. Let's talk about warp for a second, because it doesn't exist. I don't want to talk about it. They're not warping in their sleep.
I don't want to talk about warp. I don't want to talk about running the ball.
You don't want to?
No.
All right, let's talk about
what? I mean, they don't even try. Like if you're going to say you're going to run the ball and you don't even try, or when you do try, you just do the same old shit. Like, what are we doing? What do y'all actually do in practice?
You do want to talk about it?
No. All right, Lane Kiffin, Kendall Briles back together. I like that. See, this is intriguing. Kiffin is building Ole Miss from garbage to a competitive team. Imagine what he can do. Exactly. Love that. Defense, I think, would be the question. I mean, what are we doing on defense? If you bring in, this is what I feel bad about. And we were actually talking about this today, too.
I'm so glad Garrett just said what he just said. Continue what you were saying. I'll get to that in a second.
No. Let's talk about that.
Okay. Chris Peterson is not happening.
Chris Peterson retired for family reasons. And he had a recent interview again where he said, I'm I'm not unretired.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all want to hear about that. I like the guy.
I don't think it would be a great hire either.
I don't think it really fits.
Like, he didn't do that much at Washington. I mean, they went to the playoffs for a year, but outside of that, they really didn't do much.
I'm telling you right now, if you had Chris Peterson and you had Lane Kiffin, I'm taking Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
Or, it's exciting. Dude, I mean, just think about Ole Miss. Ole Miss it's Ole Miss. And they're a darling right now, PR-wise.
Yeah. Dude, he's got Ole Miss playing defense. And I know they let up 42 on Bama, but
that's Bama.
It's Alabama.
That's Bama.
They are playing solid defense right
now. All right. Where was I? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. We were just talking about this today, too. Think about some of the assistants that Ed Orgeron has been interviewing. Marcus Freeman is the one that is probably the best example of this. Marcus Freeman comes in for the interview. All thoughts were he's going to automatically take this job. Marcus Freeman, yeah, best defensive coordinator in the country. We got him. And then he's like, nah, I'm going to go to Notre Dame. We end up hiring, I love the man. We end up hiring Durante Jones, who was probably the fourth choice.
Better coordinator. So.
Better than Mo Pelini, for sure.
Better than Marcus Freeman.
Okay. I like that. But Jake Dietz, and we had to go through the channels to get Jake Dietz. In my opinion, these are the only types of guys who really needed that step up that we were going to be able to hire. I think a guy like Marcus Freeman, who had options, was looking at going into Coach O's office and saying, I am not going to come in here to this shithole because of the way this guy is running this operation. This is me speculating, but just read the damn tea leaves here. He ends up going to Notre Dame, goes and works for a coach that killed a guy. He'd rather do that than go to LSU because he just probably saw the writing on the wall. That's just how, to me, this is indicative of the dysfunctionality of this team. Yeah, a lot of Aranda talk here. So why is nobody talking about Aranda? He has Baylor cooking. You know what? Here's what Aranda did. He went and hired Jeff Grimes as his offensive coordinator, and now they're playing really well. Yeah. What he did best there is he made a good hire. That's what he did best. Defensively, they're not great.
I actually do feel like
he's just a smart guy.
He's also it's just like Lane Kiffin in a way because he's taking Baylor, which is Baylor, and he's turning them into a pretty solid. I mean, I know they lost yesterday, but they're a pretty solid team. They have one loss and they beat Iowa State last week. I mean, let's see how the rest of the season goes for them. If they finish well, then yeah, I'd say Dave Aranda would be a great hire. Actually, he's a level-headed guy. That's what I want. I want a level-headed fucking guy.
All I know at this point,
someone who's not going to just fucking do crazy shit all the time.
I think we probably would have gotten wind of this, but I don't think there's any coaching changes happening this week.
No.
If there is, it
would have been today.
I think it would have been today as well.
Although, you did just get a text that could end up it being this week stuff, right?
So you haven't gotten any more. No, I haven't got any more since.
We'll see.
Some of these texts I'm getting racy.
Yeah.
I actually opened one next to my wife today, and it had that girl's picture on it.
My God.
And I thought she was going to say something. She didn't say anything. And I was like, I feel like I need to explain this situation to you because I think you saw the picture, right? So anyway.
You sent that to me. I opened it in the Superdome. I was like, oh, shit. I had to look around, make sure no one was watching me.
All right. So I'm about to blow this one up. Kiffin is not the answer. It would be a media circus here. Matt Campbell would do great here with better talent. Luke Fickell also.
I'm a Luke Fickell guy.
I like Luke Fickell.
I like Matt Campbell too.
Luke Fickell is holding out. I'm just telling you right now. He's holding out for Ohio State or Notre Dame.
Yeah.
That's all he's going to do. He's happy at Cincinnati. He wants to be in the Midwest. He's an Ohio State guy.
By the way, Cincinnati definitely can make it.
I'm tired of hearing Matt Campbell. I don't know what the intrigue is over Matt Campbell.
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I get that it was.
They yearly are overrated.
I get that it was Iowa State and all that. Billy Napier beat the hell out of this guy.
Right.
So why aren't we talking about him? Okay, Kyle. in the chat. Aranda is a Palacio vibe that AD's like. Lane is the opposite of that. But I do love Lane. Yes.
Okay, Lane is his persona seems like it would be the opposite, but he's actually, like, when you look at the decisions he makes, he's a level-headed dude, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? He has a little bit
I know it's like a lot of
Lane
it just comes from.
I've heard this before. Lane's got a little social anxiety too.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's a little awkwardness.
He's actually like kind of an introverted person.
Yes,
is like what I understand.
I think I've heard that from Ben Metz.
Really?
Yeah, he's very doesn't really say much.
Well, like
quiet.
If you watch his press conferences, it's not the same as like his Twitter profile. You know, where it's like he's just like
very humorous,
roasting people, and
roasting Coach O over and over and over.
Yeah.
Dude.
Which is his friend.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right. Hal, do you really believe it will be before the season? Yes.
Before the season ends?
Yeah. I've actually heard that
we're going to have to lose.
So I heard the only way that he could even sniff next year would be if they beat Alabama. Okay. I don't know
if I agree with that. If you win every game other than Alabama, that would.
Yeah, if you lose every game and then beat Alabama, yeah.
Well, no. If you win every game and then lose Alabama, then you finish 9-3. I'd say people aren't looking to get rid of him at that point, right?
I just don't think he's going to get to Alabama. To be honest. I mean, you got Florida, Kentucky, Florida, Ole Miss, and then Alabama.
No, I don't think he gets to that. This week is huge.
I'm thinking you maybe win one out of the next three.
One of the next three. Yeah, that's what I would pick.
It could be Kentucky, lose to Florida. Yeah.
It could be either one.
I mean, you're not beating one.
Dude, actually, but think about this. If we lose to Kentucky this week, does he get to Florida?
No.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. If we're 3-3, we would be 8-8 after the national championship game. So I'm just glad to see people are stopped using the national championship
you
year
say 8-8,
as
but that's including, the Nice and the Central Michigan game.
Oh, yeah.
So if you go just Power 5, I think he's like, what is he right now? Like,
maybe 6-8.
6
and 7.
Yeah. I mean, that's bad.
So he's 8-7 since he became a whore. For Jack Boss.
Slut Coach O.
That's a great T-shirt. Hashtag Slut Coach O. That's a good T-shirt.
There's something.
Let Jake Peets go now and let Enzamir call plays for the rest of the year. Bye. Check with me. No. Sorry, I don't agree. Tulane Billy's in the chat. Does Coach O get fired before Biden? He wants to just make this political. We're not going to get it.
Me and Billy have a bet that it's a $500 bet that Biden is not president by 2023. And
Coach O gets fired before Biden.
I was just like, I think I definitely want to have some money on this. So, if there's ever some sort of impeachment hearings or something like that, I'm going to be locked.
No chance you win any of the next 3.
Any. Oh, man. I don't know about no chance. Dude, okay, this is a little bit of an overreaction. We should have won the game last night.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, we dominated for 3 quarters, pretty much. We
couldn't have, made more coaching mistakes last night if we fucking tried. And we still should have won the game. I still think we're going to fix stuff. Honestly, I'm sitting at a point right now, which is crazy, but I actually still think we're going to win this week.
Yeah. We're only 1 point off.
Is it only 1 now? I saw 3.5 this morning.
No,
it's already come down to 1.
Oh yeah, it's 1. Kentucky -1.
That's incredible. Yeah, I still think we're going to win this week.
I mean, if you saw the Kentucky-Florida, I only saw the highlights. Obviously,
the difference in the game was the blocked field goal.
Yeah, blocked field goal.
Return for a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, it was very much a defensive game.
Yeah.
They had an interception in the end zone in the game.
Yeah. I'd say that game goes a lot like this Auburn game, and then maybe, I don't want to get too much into this game, but
I just think you're walking into
I think you correct 1 or 2 little things, and that's what ended up giving us the edge.
At the beginning of the season, this was considered a trap game for LSU.
Yeah, now it's a trap game for Kentucky.
Now it's a trap game for Kentucky because they have Georgia. They have Georgia the next week.
Yeah, no, it's a trap game for them.
Yeah, but it's what time is this game? There, it's 7:30 there. 6:30 our time, 7:30 there. Is that right? It's a night game in Kentucky. They're 5-0.
Eastern?
Yeah, they're Eastern.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But 5. Yeah.
I'm a
So
big geography guy.
they're 5-0.
Okay. Yeah.
Just came off of a huge win.
They're
nighttime
16th in the country now.
Playing LSU. They don't play LSU that often.
Yeah.
Like,
They haven't
I
been
feel
ranked since 2018.
I feel like this is going to be a big game for them. I mean, they're going to get the doors blown off of them against Georgia. But
yeah, Georgia, dude,
Georgia's.
Who do you think's better, Georgia or Alabama?
I think it's Georgia.
I do too. I think that's one of the best defenses I've ever seen.
I think Georgia's better defensively. That's the difference.
I don't like. I mean, seriously, that could be one of the best defenses ever in college football.
Oh, I like the in your opinion question. Yeah. In your opinion, we lose to Kentucky. Is Coach O gone or later? Yes.
Immediately. Sunday.
Saturday night. Like I said, I don't know if you were in their chat, Darren, before, but there is something that they have on him already that they're just waiting to, I think, pull the trigger on.
Right. They're waiting for the timing to all be right with it too. I think.
Yeah,
they're
and
probably just not quite right yet.
And it's just terrible situation. But I do love a good coaching search.
Yeah,
I do love myself a good coaching search. It's speculation season for One Team One Podcast.
It's cause season.
Yeah, it's cause season. Tony Williams, Kentucky always plays stuff in Lexington. That's true. We don't play very well in Lexington.
We haven't played there in 14 years.
That's
so
probably a better question.
Really fair.
better statement. We usually play like shit in Lexington. Garrett, Woody likes West Coast guys. What about Chris? I actually like Cristobal.
Well, I mean, obviously, you gotta like Cristobal.
But Cristobal is not a West Coast guy. Cristobal actually played at Miami and then coached under Saban at Alabama.
A lot of people have considered him to be like the Saban replacement.
Yeah.
I've heard that so many times. It's like, that's just who's going to come in.
Yep. I wonder if Jay Johnson can coach football.
Hey, give me Will Wade.
Yeah, Will Wade. Yeah.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
No football rest of the year.
We're now just switching now to basketball. We're not going to talk about football ever again.
Okay. We don't care.
Woody is ready to get the janitor out of Baton Rouge. Reference. You mean the shrimp boat captain? Is that what he means? I don't know. Now, okay, unless he means the secret video.
Ooh. No.
That's a rumor. There's no way he went that deep on this, right?
I don't know if he went that deep.
I don't think he went that deep.
This is Facebook.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think Trey knows this much, huh? Tell me, Trey, if you do.
Trey,
Coach O is the janitor from Shoney's.
Shoney's. Sorry, guys. I'm young. I don't know Shoney's.
I'm sorry. Well, yeah. What?
What's Shoney's?
It's like breakfast buffet.
Okay. I thought it was like a movie or something.
No. Or TJ Ribs, it says, yeah.
Okay.
He said, no, I don't know shit. Yeah, thank you for clarifying. We'll wait and Kim Mulkey to take over. Yeah, I like that. Yep. Yeah, so, all right. Do we want to talk about that? There's these rumors, okay? It's rumor season.
Yeah, rumor season.
Season. There was a video of something, possibly in a hot tub. But there was also thoughts of another video of
you want me to say it?
A secret rendezvous in the football ops building.
A love story.
A love story, if you will.
A love story. And people are trying to find evidence that this love story was
some
not
people think
fictional.
there has been found this evidence.
We're trying to find Juliet, basically.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Capulet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I thought you said janitor. I thought you meant like, okay, you're trying to find a janitor that has the surveillance.
Yeah. That's like in Breakfast Club.
This is why I listen to you guys. Always have the deep talk. I don't know how it's shit, bro. Yeah. So there's a lot of rumors, bro.
Oh man.
There's a lot of rumors out there, and when you start hearing. Here's what I have to always think is like when you hear them from like 4 different people and it's all the same rumor and all 4 people are in the know, this should probably happen. But I think Scott Wilbur was on a wild goose chase to find some evidence at one point, and he may have found some stuff. So it's not a good look. It's not a good look for O, and it's just another. If anything, it's just another PR blunder, another bad look for LSU. Obviously, if it was um, like a Les Miles situation where it was a staffer or a co-ed or something, that's obviously immediate. You need to get rid of this guy. Now, if it was just a regular random chick, um, it's still a terrible, terrible look. Terrible.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, this is Bobby Petrino without the motorcycle, I guess, right?
yes,
Except there's many.
there's a lot of motorcycles.
Yeah. Instead of motorcycles, they're blondes.
I've heard, yeah, he runs them in and out of the U Club.
Oh man,
You wanted to say it that way?
Yeah.
So
a lot of
yeah,
love going on. Love season.
so Lane Kiffin, right?
Wait, have we talked about we talked about Lane Kiffin? Hey, what about Joe Brady? Is Joe Brady even like a? I mean, everybody wants to ask about him. Is that like? That was honestly that was the first name that came into my mind after UCLA, and I thought he was going to start. Um, I don't know. You don't. I don't think he leaves.
I don't think he does
he
either.
shouldn't.
I don't think he wants anything to do with recruiting people.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants anything to do with that.
I think he's an NFL guy.
Yeah, I think he always was, and he just came in at the right time at LSU and just exploded. But I see Scott Woodward hiring an experienced head coach, and that's typically what he does. He hires experienced head coaches from another place.
Yeah.
So whether it's a head coach,
guys who you
like
sometimes like
Bill O'Brien fits in that category. Obviously, he was head coach at Penn State.
Dude, I'm all
Texans.
about. I think Bill O'Brien would be a home run.
Here's something about Bill O'Brien that people may not know. He's got a special needs child. I've read all about this, and when he was at the Texans really took over that for him. That was one of the package pieces there to move him from Penn State there because he really didn't want to move. So that could be an issue there that they have to look at, but I don't know what his situation is at Alabama right now.
I think that's an example of a guy who just didn't pick himself, but was a great college coach.
Right.
I mean, even a great, at Penn State,
he turned it around.
He did well.
Yeah, he inherited a shit show.
That's true. That was right after the Joe Pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I mean, that was talk about a shit show. To get that was even worse.
To get that to even a decent program at that point in time, I guess that's really impressive. That's another Belichick disciple too.
Yeah, Bill O'Brien would be a good fit. Is that that is a Belichick. Is that a Belichick? Yeah, that's right.
He was with the Patriots.
No question, I know, but do you ever see Dabo leaving Clemson for an SEC program besides his alma mater? Not for anybody other than Alabama.
No, Alabama's it.
And
Alabama's the only one who's going to write him a paycheck.
I don't think Alabama wants him.
I guess that's good, but
I don't think Alabama pulls the trigger on him.
Oh, I think they would.
You do?
I think they would. I don't think he would do it. I think he would want to stay safe in Clemson.
Say nice things about Bo Nix, you suckers.
We did. I said several nice things.
You weren't on here, Sam. This is Auburn Sam in the chat. His face is cleared up since the acne situation.
Okay. Here's something about Bo Nix that I was thinking during the game. I think he was probably pissed off that he felt like he was starting to lose the job, and he kind of came in feeling like he needed to prove something. And I thought he kind of turned things up.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was a different level.
There was a focus with him yesterday.
I sorely wanted them to play TJ Finley.
Yeah, no, I know. I was saying it all week. I
wanted that statue of TJ Finley back there.
Man. No, dude,
inaccurate TJ Finley.
Because like you said earlier, our pressure was good. We were getting home. We just couldn't finish the damn plays.
No, you couldn't. Exactly.
Because he just was so crazy elusive. I mean, it's not like, and it wasn't. It's like it's BJ Ojolari missing tackles and Micah Masco, like very sure tackles.
Right.
So I don't know.
All right, Urban Meyer question. What do you think?
I mean, right after, he has this whole video with this other female.
Yeah.
That's exactly the problem we're having. So the timing of it doesn't work at all. But besides that, I don't think. And I don't think Scott Woodward would even.
I don't think he would either, especially after the whole health issue situation that was at Florida.
It would be a great hire, but I don't think it makes sense.
I don't think he's going to do it.
I agree.
And how old is Urban Meyer now?
He's got to be like 59-ish, something like that.
Yeah,
I'll look it up.
He looks old, doesn't he, for his age?
Well, yeah, I mean,
I watched Nick Saban on an interview the other day, and my wife was like, "How old is Nick Saban?"
Well, it's going to be stressful, to fake all these heart conditions.
Saban's 69 years old. I mean, he looks fantastic.
Okay, Urban's 57.
Wow. Yeah, he looks older than
he does.
Billy, Tulane Billy. So if Coach O gets fired, does that mean Coach Durante Jones is in NOLA?
Why would that mean that?
I guess he means Tulane. Fair point.
Well, why would we get rid of Durante?
Well,
that's a guy you keep around.
Yeah, I don't know. Right? Yeah, but when you turn over a staff, this is one thing that I was worried about, and why you have these guys that come in and take chances like this, like Keith and not Durante Jones, they needed that step ladder job, but they're taking a chance because if Coach O gets fired and they pull out, they may not have a job. So that is a very good possibility that like a guy like Durante is going to have to go back to the NFL or another place. It's unfortunate, but like this is why a guy like Marcus Freeman is not going to take that job.
Yeah, you just need stability, right?
Absolutely. Fair point. Yes, Orphan does look old. Yeah, I think the whole health issue stuff, and you already see it with the Jaguars. It's just like, man, I don't know.
I love the Urban. I mean,
they're so great.
Urban all year, and it's like him like crouched over. People are trying to help him out.
If the rumors start flying again this week, we may go back live again, maybe before Thursday. Well, Thursday will be the normal podcast day. What day are y'all going to Lexington if you go? Thursday?
We have no plans, but yeah, probably Thursday. I'm even thinking Wednesday.
Okay.
Just to get a couple extra days.
Yeah,
because it's kind of turned into like it's not even about the football anymore. It's just about going.
You go to Bourbon Trails. You go Keeneland. The fall meets are open. I mean, it's fantastic.
No, it's going to be a great time. I don't even care about the game. I care.
I know it's cool, but it's just like
I don't want to care, but I do.
One of the coolest things about Lexington is that the airport is not too far from Keeneland, and they actually have a tunnel from the airport that like the sheiks and stuff fly in, and then they take the horses through the tunnel to get straight to Keeneland.
Oh, wow, that's really cool.
That is pretty sweet.
That is really awesome.
They set the whole airport around.
Tony Williams, that's a good question. Do you think they'd keep around for Raymond?
Yeah. And I think he would be the interim coach. Yeah, no, you're talking about next year after.
Yeah, just like the new coach.
I would assume they're going to have to, right?
You keep Corey Raymond.
I don't. Now the only thing is like
if you get rid of Corey Raymond, you're off to a really, really bad start as head coach.
I agree.
In terms of like fans.
And the only other thing, especially if you get a guy like Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin has no ties to anybody defensively that he's going to bring in this guy.
Yeah.
Like, although his dad's one of the greatest people ever. Like Kiffin.
Yeah, but he would get along famously with Durante.
Probably. Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine drinking with Durante and Lane Kiffin?
Fantastic. Now, Corey Raymond, my only question about Corey is does he really want to move up? Or does he want to be a DB coach?
I don't know. There have been rumors that like he wants to be a head coach at some point. I don't know if he wants to be a defensive coordinator. I think he kind of wants to like skip that step, sort of. Or I just don't know if he wants to be a coordinator. I don't know if that's his.
This is a great question.
Ambition.
Kevin Falk. What happens to Kevin Falk? And I'll just be frank with you, Garrett. I grew up. I'm in love with Kevin Falk. Kevin Falk's on my wall right over there. Like Kevin Falk is my guy. And I can just tell you right now, though, the running backs are shit. Yeah. The running game's crap. I don't know how much of that falls onto.
It's another fucking example of Coach O, like just fucking up coaching hires and shit. And like you got rid of Tommy Robinson, who was doing a fine job. And then like you get rid of him. There's rumors that like Coach O didn't think that he was doing a good job and stuff. And then you just we hired someone who doesn't develop running backs that well. It don't matter.
Coach O gets fired in the season. Who's the interim is Corey Raymond. in my opinion. I've heard Mickey Joseph, but that's not. It's
guy.
yeah. Corey Raymond's got the team. He's got the.
It makes more sense for Corey Raymond because you already have Durante, who's also a DP guy. So you promote him to interim head coach, and then
somebody else can handle.
He doesn't have to focus so much on DBs because
they already have that guy. Right. So, like I said, we may go live again before Wednesday or Thursday if we hear some more stuff. Because I love this shit. I absolutely love a big search. Now the situation's shit, obviously, and I would love LSU to be playing well.
I like talking about scenarios.
And I'll tell you this: I actually love Coach O.
Yeah.
I just think that he's made some bad choices here, and he's dug his own hole here.
I think he's got personal problems.
Something's going on. Yeah, and we can only speculate on what that is.
Mm-hmm.
But something's not working, and it's about to get fixed, and one way or another. So, that's it. Great show, guys.
I posted earlier today. What? I posted earlier today my thoughts on it was like just spitballing out my depth chart for basketball. I think my
got some heat, right?
I had a couple of things because I had Brandon Murray all the way down, and Will Wade said a lot of really good things about him in camp.
I didn't think that you were giving your depth chart like as far as your
I was giving
bench depth chart.
I was giving my starters, and then I had I think I listed like 7 players off the bench.
Yeah, but I didn't know they were in order.
Yeah, no, it was all in order.
I didn't know the bench was in order.
And I didn't really put that much thought into it. And then I was gonna like get ideas and whatever people said. Like I was gonna adjust. I'm gonna adjust. I'm like, and so I think I would raise Brandon Murray a little higher.
He's talking about
my starting lineup was Xavier Pinson, Adam Miller, Darius Days at the 3.
Love it.
I know you love it.
I love it.
Tari Easton at the 4, and then at the 3.
That's what's going to happen.
I mean, I did get one comment today that Darius Days at the 3 is a defensive liability, which I couldn't disagree with.
Well, he may have been when Emmett Williams was your rim protector. Yeah. Now you got a guy like Evan Reed.
No, but more importantly, Terry Easton is a hell of a rim protector. Dude.
Yeah.
That's probably your best rim protector on the team.
I'm sorry, I'm done with that. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Darius Days needs to be a 3.
It's different.
Darius Days is a 3. He's not a 4. He's a 3.
Well, if he wants any fucking future in basketball, he has to be.
All right. So, one last thing. What about Napier?
What about Napier?
Napier?
I think that's got to be like, your safety option after you've gone through like 5 guys. Yep. At an all-time. Yep.
I agree.
But I think it's a good safety option, granted. But I think it has to be. It can't be one of the first guys. Or else I think bless you. Season.
Love you. Love you too. Love O2. My dad is from Cutoff. My uncle knew O. O built it. Sorry. Jesus. Choking up over here. Love it, Jack. Boot up. Yep. On that note.
Boot up, baby.
On that note, I'm dying over here, apparently. So I don't know. Cocky Sundays brought to you by Bocock Cigars.
Finish it out? Oh, I got it.
Bocock Cigars. We had some cigars.
Oh, we had some cigars.
I had a lot. Sam had a cigar at the game. So, congratulations, Sam.
Maybe you had too many cigars.
Maybe that's it. Yeah. I didn't have any today. I took it easy. I took it a little easy today. I had a hangover. But Bocock Cigars has been a great partner of ours. They got some golf gear. I'm going to be wearing it to a golf tournament on Tuesday. Yeah. So we appreciate their support. We'll be doing these shows probably either before or after a Saints game. Typically, it's just a weird day today. Again, Auburn beat LSU. Coach O on his way out. Don't know when, but it'll happen. Yep. So we will be back. This probably a little later this week for our regular podcast, and we're gonna be posting. Check us out on all the social medias. we posted some one team, one tailgate videos from yesterday as well. It was a rainy day. Didn't get to post too many of them yesterday. Still working on those videos as well. So for everybody in the chat, we appreciate it. Everybody, please like and share whatever you can do. We appreciate that, and we will talk to you guys later in the week. One team, one podcast.